My name is Robert Downey Jr. Welcome to Unscripted. I'm here with Val Kilmer. We're going to interview each other with some of your questions, and perhaps one or two of our own. I'll start. Val.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, honey bunny. Dave Myers from Los Angeles, California wants to know how Shane Black was as a first-time director. Shane Black.
Well, Dave, he was great. I've worked with a couple of first-time directors, a couple of writer-directors.
Yes.
And often, because they're writers, they're sort of intellectual and in their head. And Shane just seemed to be right on the ball about everything.
Do you feel like, yes, he did. Do you feel like he loved you?
Yes, and still does. Why his affection has faded for you, I don't know. Is it because you married his producer?
Maybe.
Why did you do it, Robert? Why?
It felt right at the time.
You didn't consult me.
It's just a temporary situation.
How is she? She photographs very well, Susan.
I was calling you Valerie earlier.
Why?
Is that all right?
Why? This is from Jim Watson. But I can't pronounce the town you're from, but you're from Mississippi.
Biloxi.
God bless you. What was it about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang that attracted you to the material? Would you like to take that?
I'd like to. It was a funny story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Guy and the thief, and then he runs into the...
You forgot it already? Do you remember my character's name?
Valerie.
No, that's my name.
Gay Perry and Harry, and they have this big romp.
You're
in LA.
Harry.
Yeah.
And the beautiful and talented Michelle Monaghan.
Correct.
Who's now done 9 films since ours.
Yeah. She's not talking to us.
But I think I called Joe Silver, the producer, before I finished it. I'm pretty sure I did, because I was laughing so much. And Robert was already cast, so I was just thinking of what you were going to do with it. And it's kind of deceptive and complex in parts.
It's a really funny movie.
But he makes it look easy. There are parts in the narration that are complicated, and you have to have the right kind of tone.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of different comedic styles. Just pretend not to be bored with my answer.
Sorry, no. I actually fell asleep, which is weird. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. What is the answer to that question?
What was it like working with Val Kilmer?
Exactly. It's funny to say that. We got along really good, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And there were some tough days. It was a short shoot.
Yep.
Not a lot of money.
No.
And almost 100% at night, 90% at night. I liked watching you train too.
Really?
Yeah, it just made me feel good. There you were out there sweating with a guy and
thanks. I like watching you try on different turtlenecks and driving shoes.
It was fun.
Yeah.
The right length of sideburns, all the little questions. This is from Robert Clark from, I believe, Lebanon, Oregon.
What is her name?
Robin.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said Robert.
No, I said Robin.
All right, I'm self-obsessed. It doesn't
What
matter.
character, fictional or not, would you love to play in a movie?
Timmy.
Timmy the Magic Swan? I'd like to play Charles Chaplin, the film critic. It's Champlin, isn't it?
It is.
Champlin.
Timmy the Swan, to me...
Timmy the Magic Swan.
Sorry. That's the part that would be the tough aspect of prepping for the role, is not only is there a lot of this, but there's sleight of hand and, parlor tricks and all that stuff, too. Magic swans get me off.
I'd like to play Mark Twain.
That's a good idea.
Magical Mark Twain, maybe.
Yeah.
He was funny. Tragic.
Carrie Beal from West Linn, Oregon, said, "What surprised you the most the first day you worked with me?"
Your odor. I mean, that... Because you look so spanky and clean, I just thought, wow. That's,
remember when you gagged on a
that's
piece of
courage
Popeyes?
to just go on out like some French film star. It was fabulous. What was the question?
The question was...
What surprised me? I think your observations.
Really?
Yeah. You've got quite an interesting mind somewhere in there. You should use it.
This feels more like online therapy
Yeah.
than anything I could have imagined.
Give me the magic swan.
It's like
just right
we're
in my
learning
head.
about each other right now as the dolly shot occurs. You know what I mean? If I start weeping, is that wrong?
You have nice hair. Is there a role that you'd like to play? No, I can't ask that. I didn't make it up. Have you ever thought of running for office?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel I could affect change.
Do you know Andy Warhol once was asked if he'd like to be mayor, if he was mayor of New York, what he would do?
What did he say?
The first thing I would do, he said, I can't do his voice anymore. He would carpet the streets.
Wow.
Or was it sidewalks? You have a record out, Robert.
No, it bombed.
Well, you do.
Roman Phoenix from Gainesville, Florida asks, how do you prepare to portray such colorful characters?
Well, I guess I start with instinct. You know, you read the script, you get an impression.
Yeah.
And you try not to forget those impressions because sometimes they can go away with other considerations. And you try to keep fresh, like when you see the film for the first time.
Or like for Gay Perry, like playing a gay private investigator who's kind of butch in L.A. I mean, what did you figure? What did you figure the stuff you couldn't do was? Because you play it pretty straight.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how to answer it really.
Okay.
Just the instincts, and then.
I was just enjoying the whole setup because it made me seem really smart asking you that question.
Oh, okay.
In such a highbrow way.
They can edit it.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They probably won't.
Another thing that's
watch this.
important to do, and I know you do this, is to challenge yourself so you're not bored.
Yep.
Try to make the stakes really high and make something, set up some situation in your mind, imagination, and maybe physically that is very difficult to do or might fail. Because if you might fail, like now,
right.
then you pay attention. You're energized.
You remember we were doing something.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it feels good. Remember we were doing the European press, and they'd ask questions like, "Do you think you are more kiss kiss or bang bang?" So let's go there.
Also, I suggested this title to Shane because it used to just be Bang, and I said it's not long enough. You're going to lose him.
Val to Robert from Ronald Cousin.
No, I asked this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Ronnie from New York.
Okay.
Some actors say that roles like Julian and Less Than Zero can permanently take something away from you.
Yeah.
But are the on-screen results the ultimate reward?
Well, Ronald, what you're asking is, do the ends justify the means? And I can't but disagree with the notion of that. I think you need to consider your value system very carefully before you ask me any more questions, Ronald.
Have you?
I thought he was there.
Ronald's pissing you off. Have roles affected you and they stuck with you?
Yeah, I guess so.
I've been accused of that. It's not even a compliment. It's like accused of being possessed or something. Oliver Stone started saying that.
Well.
And I didn't feel that way. But I have been more affected by roles than I have realized.
Yeah.
I'm just learning that. Seriously, the last thing I did was a play, and it really affected me. It was the dumbest guy I'd ever played, and it was hard.
Well, I just played a big dummy in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, didn't I?
And look at you now. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard to shake it. Sabrina Turville from Seaside, Cali wants to know, is it true that you've turned down roles due to moral beliefs? Which ones?
Which ones?
Not moral beliefs. Which roles?
Well, I'll just speak immediately. None of them got made. Just recently, because of what I just mentioned, that I don't want to be in a negative environment, or I've played a lot of complicated characters. Or
what about After Wonderland? Weren't you tripped out by that?
Well, the guy's living in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
So
that's okay?
No, but I liked thinking the thoughts that he had about love. He was dedicated, even in his desperate, crazy way, to his wife, trying to do the right thing. But he'd gone insane by the time the story starts. And Kate Bosworth was real easy to fall in love with.
I like watching you guys get down.
Hey! Last one for Robert. Finish the sentence. The three things I love about movies are...
The wrap party. Keeping the clothes. Making new friends.
Keeping the clothes, yeah. I gave you the jacket to wear.
I still got that jacket.
You lied all this time.
No, I didn't know I had it until a couple days ago.
You really have it? Because I really do.
It's a really
wasn't I
important
talking about
jacket.
earlier? This leather jacket, I really like it. It's like a comfort blanket.
I like
3 things I like about movies.
What are the 3 things you like about movies, Val?
I like the beginning. I like the middle. I like the end. Should we answer it seriously? Because you do love movies, don't you?
Yeah.
You're awfully smart, though. You jump right in. So are you sort of bored with movies that have to be really something to engage you?
I just feel like I'm going to puke.
When you're doing it or when you're watching it?
What? No, just right now.
Just
I don't
right
even
now?
understand the question.
That's weird, because I threw up a little bit in my mouth. right when we started.
Thank you. Thank you to
Thank
Moviefone.
you.
Thank you.
Would you thank me?
Thanks, Val. And thank you again for watching and sending in your questions.
Why do you have contempt for me?
I don't know. I guess
I've always loved you. Always.
I guess
Okay,
this
that one
is
time.
familiarity. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I feel like I know you well enough to get mad at you and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see you next time once we've worked out this minor
Thank
hitch
you.
in
I
our
think we've
giddy
got
up.
something here. We could take this on the road.
If this is any indication of the rest of the day, I think I need.
editor of Variety.
I need lithium.
You're
What?
trying to make me look bad.
I want to do the end credits of Smoking the Bandit right now.
Man, we get 2 hours.